Welcome to Telecraft Tech Talk, a podcast by Telecraft. This is your host Aastha Bisht, and today we're diving into a topic which affects us all, cybersecurity. And with us is Anadi Bhardwaj from Telecraft Cybersecurity SOC team to help us better understand about cybersecurity. So let's begin.
Hi Asa, thanks for having me. And we at Telecraft are keen to, shed light on such an important topic that is cybersecurity. I mean, especially considering we just celebrated, well, if you can call it that, 35 years of ransomware.
Let's begin by understanding what is Telecraft's approach towards cybersecurity.
Telecraft has been providing tech and communication solutions for over 2 decades. We're quite established in this field. We provide AV integration, network infrastructure, and basically cybersecurity has now become a big part of the solutions we offer. We've, engaged in different verticals such as FMCG, manufacturing, hospitality, even education. So, and the way we approach security is we kind of partner with all these big OEMs. So, for example, Cisco, and we kind of offer all these comprehensive solutions that we tailor to whatever the customer would need.
More than 20 years, that is impressive. Let's talk about your partners. As you mentioned about Cisco, so what is Cisco's take on cybersecurity? How can Cisco help us with cybersecurity?
So Cisco, apart from being a world-known network-centric company, is now majorly investing into their security. In fact, it is now one of the leaders if we look at the Gartner security providers. Cisco has always had a policy of security being built in, not bolt on. So they start off with every solution being conscious and about integrating security. Cisco helps provide shields for your data, your network. For example, they have a solution called the Cisco Endpoint Security. What that helps is it provides security for your users and devices, whether they're working from office or, which is now more relevant, whether they're working from home or remotely.
That is really insightful. But what about email security for businesses?
So I understand, I can see where you're coming from because both the banks and the governments are really pushing about, awareness about these phishing emails and malware content on these emails as attachments. So I can see why you would be talking about email security. But for that, you have plenty of other solutions that are out there. Since we're going with Cisco, let's just stick with Cisco. Cisco offers something called email security. And email security from Cisco, basically it kind of acts like a gatekeeper for your inbox. So it prevents all these harmful and, phishing emails that we call from even reaching your inbox. And it's not just email security nowadays. There are other ways to stay secure online, like network security and DNS.
Network security and DNS. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure. So network security, let's just use a little bit of imagery to kind of help you understand it better. So network security would be like, let's say your house, you're trying to protect it, but you build a perimeter fence around it. That would be your network security, and what you're protecting would be your network. And in terms of DNS security, the internet is vast, filled with lots and lots of malicious websites. So it helps you navigate away from those websites and, steer you in a clear path.
Are there any more Cisco security tools we should know more about?
Oh, there's plenty of security tools. It kind of depends on what your use case scenario is. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of solutions, like I said, and we can tailor to, fit what your requirement would be as a customer. But I'll mention a couple of popular ones. One being Cisco Umbrella, which helps kind of filter out harmful traffic before it even reaches your network. Another popular solution is Cisco Duo. And what that helps is it enables organizations to kind of it's a form of multi-factor authentication. So it kind of helps organizations recognize who is accessing and from what device, and kind of decide whether they want to allow this person or this device into their environment. And best of all, I think all of these security solutions is supported by Cisco Talos.
Cisco Talos, what does it exactly do?
So Cisco Talos is one of the largest commercial threat intelligence teams. And basically what this is an entire, maybe thousands of people just analyzing millions of threats that are occurring every single day. So essentially you have this like long registry of known offenders in that sense. And this registry for any Cisco supported solution then becomes known to your network, and you can kind of prevent their access. And it's not just location specific. So if there was a particular attack that happened in the US and a similar attack is happening in India, it will be prevented because they have that historical data from the attack in the US. And okay, so if we're trying to put this in, like let's go with the imagery, you have your network, which is your house. You're checking who's knocking at the door via Cisco Duo. You have your perimeter friends, which is your network security. And then you have like a 24/7 security team. And what they're doing is they're looking who's on the internet and kind of, oh, wait, we recognize this offender. We're going to block him. And they're nowhere near your network.
That's a really good resource for all businesses. But here comes a question which is close to my heart, or rather close to my pocket. What about affordability? What if somebody can't afford such high-end solutions?
I understand your concern, one I share, unfortunately. But yeah, there's so many other cybersecurity solutions out there, and most of them are also budget friendly. We don't have to go for high end every time. And you know what? You should actually consult with whoever your security vendor is, and they will help you find a budgetable, affordable solution. Another quick tip I would give personally is check out the Gartner Report. See who the top 3 vendors are in the security, and maybe go explore those options and see if they will suit your budget.
Let's talk about the current state of cybersecurity.
Sure. Actually, Cisco recently released this great little report called the Cisco Cybersecurity Readiness Index. If we look at the 2024 figures, we can see that 54% of the organizations that were actually surveyed said that they actually did face a cybersecurity incident in the past year. And a massive 73% expect to face one this year. Frankly, it's quite alarming. And, it just goes to show that, organizations worldwide are having a hard time, keeping up with the complexity and the evolution of, AI and all of these things and integration into their networks. And you know what? This little report is a great little way to kind of understand where your network needs to be protected.
73%. I think that's a serious reminder for all businesses to keep cybersecurity as their top priority. Well, the current state of cybersecurity doesn't look good. But what about the future?
Excellent question. Well, you know what? The landscape of technology is always evolving and always changing. And same with cybersecurity, to be honest. We are right now seeing a rise of AI and automation in cybersecurity. And unfortunately, that also means we'll see evolution in the types of attacks. Things like zero-day vulnerabilities. We need to be ready, and being ready and being informed is vital for any organization.
You mentioned about zero day. What is that exactly?
So if we're talking about zero day, let's go back to our secure little house. And you know what? You find this door that you don't know about. The locksmith doesn't recognize the locks.
Like a secret door?
Yeah, you don't know about it. Apparently it's a secret. But yeah, so essentially it's basically something that hasn't been seen before and is basically not on anyone's radar. And frankly, that is also quite dangerous.
So, what is the best way to secure ourselves from zero day?
So the best things would be, just general good practice, which would be update your devices, use good security tools, and of course, lastly, just try and stay safe online and, just the normal procedures.
After listening to all this information, I think cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. And with the right tools and partnership, we all can take proactive steps to protect our information. Thank you, Anadi, for coming here for all the wonderful information. And of course, Telecraft for shedding light on such an important topic as cybersecurity.
Thanks, Asa. It was a pleasure being here. Remember, if you want to know any more information about any of the solutions we discuss here, you can contact the Telecraft team. All the contact information will be on our website, www.telecraft.in.
This is your host, Aastha Bisht. Thank you for tuning in to Telecraft Tech Talk. Remember to keep your digital doors locked and your minds open. Until next time.